There are always crazy things happening in Northwest Arkansas, and today it is no short order. Today we're covering 3 crazy things happening in NWA, and one of them includes Onyx Coffee, the famous Onyx Coffee, in its own documentary. So, let's talk about that. Hey everybody, if you don't know who I am, my name is Phillip Shepard. I'm a local real estate agent located right here in Northwest Arkansas. If you weren't aware, I actually was a real estate broker located in the dumpster fire, the horrible, the no good state of Illinois, the worst. Anyways, I could have moved anywhere I wanted to in America. I could have moved to Asheville, I could have moved to Utah, I could have moved to Colorado, I could have moved to Texas, I could have moved anywhere I wanted to in America. But I chose Northwest Arkansas, and it is by far the best place to live in America, literally by far. If you ever want to talk about why I chose Northwest Arkansas versus anywhere else in America, call me, email me, whatever it is. We can meet up for coffee and talk about, again, why I chose Northwest Arkansas, again, anywhere else in America. Side note, if you are looking to reload to Northwest Arkansas, again, let me know right away. I help so many people every single year move from one state to Northwest Arkansas. My biggest vision, again, is helping as many people move here as possible to, again, the #1 place to live in America. All right, and the first thing we need to cover is that Arkansas, the state, had an excess surplus, a lot of extra money of over $360 million in the coffers this fiscal year. This is actually about 2% more than what they're expecting, so a big win for Arkansas. The reason I want to report this is that Arkansas, for the last, almost forever, let's say 8 years realistically, has had a surplus of money every single year, which then they take that money and either do a couple different things. The last governor actually slashed a lot of employees, or didn't slash, but he more as they retired, they didn't fill the position, so they were able to cut and save money that way. But they usually honestly take a lot of that cash and put it back into the tax system to reduce the actual personal and corporate taxes of Arkansas, just in general. So again, I think that'll happen this year. It's happened almost every single year for a long time. Eventually, the current governor wants to be able to make Arkansas a income state free state, essentially. She'll probably keep corporate for obvious reasons, but she'll probably end up making almost any sort of employee have no state income state tax, essentially, which would be a big one. There's only a couple states in America that have this, so it'd be a big marketing situation for that. Anyways, I regress. I want to mention that Arkansas is a very successful state when it comes to money on the books, great excess of tourism, great excess of revenue from corporate, great excess of people moving to the area. So overall, Arkansas is a very, very healthy state. I would imagine that in the next 3 to 4 or 5 years, Arkansas will become a zero state income state tax state. That's a lot of words. So just keep that in mind. I know Tennessee, Texas, Florida, a lot of those have it. I think Arizona has it as well. But not a lot of states have it, and Arkansas could be the next one in the books to actually have that. And the second crazy thing happening in Northwest Arkansas is actually going on in downtown Springdale. Downtown Springdale is opening up their luxury hotel named Star on Spring. It's a luxury hotel on Spring in downtown Springdale. Wow. Anyways, the reason I want to point out this is that from my rumors and things I've heard, it is a real luxury downtown hotel. So very interesting to have in downtown Springdale. Again, the reason I mention this is not only the luxury side, but more or less of how much money is being poured into downtown Springdale. If any investor or anyone's moving to the area, you really need to be focusing on downtown Springdale. Now, of course, a lot of it has been built up between steakhouses and hotels, obviously luxury hotels, new Airbnbs, downtown parks. There's been a lot of new things happening the last 3 to 4 years, but there obviously, if you're looking to actually move there, just know that there's still a pretty decent sized window about 2 to 3 years before it really starts getting more expensive. So keep that in mind. If you're looking for that downtown feel, look at downtown Springdale. It's a lot of fun. It's a great place. It wasn't that good for a couple of years. I do admit it had a lot of construction, really buttoned itself up. Now it's on the upswing in a massive way. So keep that in mind if you're looking to move downtown Springdale. There's a lot of stuff going on down there. It's a lot of fun, so keep that in mind. But again, huge luxury hotel being opened up in downtown Springdale in less than 2 weeks. Whoa. I made something for you. I made something called 3-day itineraries. So maybe you're looking to take a trip down here, maybe you're looking to check out the whole area, checking to see if it's for you, maybe you're just checking out just vacations. I made 3-day itineraries, literally day by day, restaurant by restaurant, thing by thing, everything when it comes to Northwest Arkansas. So basically you have a full-on plan of what to do when you roll into town. So maybe you're a adventurer, maybe you're a sports person, maybe you're a foodie, maybe you're a sightseer, maybe you have kids, whatever it is. I have 3-day itineraries linked down below for you. So go ahead and download them and use them when you get down here. Also, you might be using things like Realtor.com, Zillow.com, or Redfin. way too slow. Notifications, way too slow. That's why I made something called Instant Home Updates. Sounds exactly what it is, literally it's Instant Home Updates. So enter information below, name, bedrooms, bathrooms, square footage. Where do you want to move to in Northwest Arkansas? Enter all the information below and make sure to miss a single notification when it comes for home for sale or for rent, all in Northwest Arkansas. Also, every single Friday, I send an email out just talking about all the cool things happening in Northwest Arkansas. What's going on downtown Bentonville? What's going on First Fridays? When is First Thursdays? What's going on in Fayetteville? What new buildings are coming to Springdale? What new things are going on in Rogers? When's the Saturday? There are so many things all the time. Enter your name below, enter your email below. I make sure you get that email every single Friday, but I need you to be aware. I need you to get a heads up. You will get a little fear of missing out, a little, we'll say FOMO, so to speak, but I promise you will be the most informed person eventually when you make it down to North Arkansas. And the third and final thing we need to talk about is actually a brand new documentary talking about Onyx Coffee in the humble downtown Rogers. Onyx Coffee, again, if you don't know what Onyx Coffee is, probably the most famous coffee chain in Northwest Arkansas. And I call it coffee chain. It hasn't really expanded itself beyond Northwest Arkansas. Eventually it might. They have mentioned little bits here and there, but no grand plans. They have a lot of new downtown Fayetteville, Bentonville. They have a lot of new downtown coffee shops coming up in other areas, so they have their hands full. But regardless, Onyx Coffee, beyond its local ambiance, has made a huge name for itself in the coffee world. They're one of the few actual coffee makers that go to South America, fly there, negotiate, and actually make sure their coffee is sourced like basically ethically and have the best coffee beans in the world shipped right to Northwest Arkansas. You can obviously buy Onyx Coffee online, the beans, the roasting, the whole thing, so that's obviously the thing. It is funny because I have a lot of clients who have gone to Portland and Washington and Hawaii of all places, and actually mentioned that they actually drank Onyx Coffee in those places. So a lot of different coffee shops, rather than making their own coffee or roasting it or whatever it is, they bring in Onyx Coffee, and it's pretty funny because Onyx Coffee has such a name for itself, and it's also funny having people fly to Northwest Arkansas and move here like, oh yeah, I've had Onyx Coffee before, it's great, I've had it here. So definitely made a name for itself, and the fact that it's actually having a documentary on it, from the origin story, why they got into coffee, wasn't intended to, flew to South America, built it up, have a great shop, build out more coffee shops, have great employees, the branding, the marketing, the roasting, all the different things. So if you love coffee, definitely check out, I'm looking up Coffee, the Universal Language, whole documentary focused on Rogers Coffee, not Rogers, but they're obviously Onyx Coffee in the Rogers location, all the architecture, all the fun that comes with it. So if you love coffee, you need to watch that documentary. All right, that's all I have for you guys today. Again, if you haven't been down to Northwest Arkansas quite yet, I made something called the NWA Starter Pack. Sounds exactly what it is, literally a starter pack full of all the cool things in Northwest Arkansas. It comes with a 120-page guide, literally made by me, of all the things happening in Northwest Arkansas. Population, demographics, schools, all the things you want to know about Northwest Arkansas, all the cool things happening, all the things right here, 120-page guide, comes right to your home. It comes with my 3-day itineraries, it comes with postcards, it comes with stickers. It comes with this handy dandy, you just get this for obvious reasons, the NWA coloring book, the coloring book, all right? This is just a trip and a half. I think I'm in here somewhere. Hold on. Oh, there I am. Ah. You need this. You want this. I will send this to you, I promise. Anyways, you definitely want the NWA Starter Pack. So it's literally a box shipped right to your home. Enter your name below. Enter your address below. Make sure you get that package shipped to you right away. Box right to your home. Side note, it does come with your first free mountain bike, so that's pretty cool. And I know what you're thinking. It's my favorite folder F word. Free! So enter your information below. Make sure to get the package shipped to you right away. All right, guys, it's the next one.